This video is going to demonstrate object number 2 from problem set number 1. First thing we want to do is open ourselves up a sketch using the Create a Sketch button. To create this and at the home view make it look correct as in the right orientation, we're going to select this plane. Now there's several different ways to do this. What I have here is what's known as a slot. But for simplicity's sake, I'm going to sketch this with the line and arc tools and then the circle tools. I'm going to put this point right here at the origin. Use my line tool and just stretch it out. Now the line tool does something fun where if I hold it down, I can get arcs out of it. So I'll do that for one arc and then I'll use the actual arc tool for the second arc. So I'm going to go down under line to arc, select 3-point arc, and make an arc starting at the 2 points. Okay, it's kind of freaking out on me here. Try it again. Okay, I'm just going to start it out here since it doesn't want to attach. And then I can easily make these 2 points go together by using the coincident tool and telling these 2 points need to be at the same place. Since I haven't dimensioned yet, I can drag these out, but it doesn't really matter because once I apply dimensions, it will function as intended. Now, if we look at this arc, there are tangent relationships between the arc and the lines on both sides. I want to do that on this line I just created. So this is highlighted, then I click this, and it inserts a tangent relationship there. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, arc, line. And that is a very important constraint that you need in this sketch. I am also going to draw circles coincident with those points on the arc, but I could draw it outside and use the concentric constraint to tell these two to be concentric. It has the same effect. This one, because I started at that point, did it automatically. Now I'm going to apply dimensions. The dimensions of this line is 3 inches. Look over here, I have 0.5, which is this pin, essentially, the diameter of this small circle. And I also have the same 5 here. And then this one, if I look carefully at that point to that point, it is 1 inch. Now, it's giving me radius. I can tell by the R. If I right-click and I go to this menu, I can click diameter, and then it makes that a diameter measurement. Like I said, these are 0.5, which are automatically diameters. And now I'm ready to extrude under the solid tab. Select the extrude tool and make sure I select my body if it didn't figure it out already. And it doesn't give the thickness here, but I'm going to put 0.188. To me, that makes the most sense. This is a 2-step. The first step was this plate. The second step is the pin off of this circle. So create a new sketch. And instead of selecting one of these planes, I'm going to select this face. And I'm going to do something here. So I have 2 options. I can take a circle and make a circle on the existing one. Or I can use the project tool and say I want that line from sketch number 1 in sketch number 2. Click OK. Now I have a sketch there. I can select that and extrude it to 1.5 per the sketch. And at tilt, make sure it's going the right direction. Select my home view. And that is object number 2. Some students have chosen to do a fillet on this tangent edge that is acceptable but not required. You do not need to show the sketch numbers. You never want to have these sketches visible when the object is done. Always make sure that they are invisible. But the body always needs to be visible if that's your finished product. Right? If I made that invisible, it would not be a finished product. Collapse these before you save it and make sure you give it the proper name. And that's all for number 2.